And the senior students takes turns. We take turn giving Sunday meditation. Now, Ann and Harvey, which are the founders of Down Mountain, are usually here the first Sundays of each month to lead the meditation and also to give a short teaching before the meditation at 10:30. So if you haven't had the opportunity to meet them, it would be a good opportunity to come on the first Sunday, I'm sorry. I'd like to know how many people are here for the first time. Okay. Welcome to Down Mountain. So we are passing around a book of names, and in this book we put the names of people we would like to dedicate whatever merit we accumulate by doing this practice. We dedicate it to people that are in need. It could be uh, someone that has recently passed away. It could also be animals or pets. You can also put your own name in it. And then at the end of our practice, we are going to read the names and dedicate the practice to them. Okay, so we're going to do a practice that was actually given to us by uh, one of our teachers. That is a Lama from Tibet. His name is Adzon Rinpoche. We have a picture of him, I think, around here. And it's a practice that is good for everyone, whether you are new to meditation or a seasoned practitioner. Everyone will benefit from it. And what we're actually trying to do in this practice is develop our attention. And we develop our attention by focusing our mind as much as possible on a certain object. And in this practice and in most Tibetan Buddhist practice, we choose to focus on our breath. So we will be just observing our breath. We will observe our breath as it goes in and out of our body. Some people like to focus on a certain area of the body where the breath may go. For example, about 3 fingers width below our navel, 3 finger width deep, we have a energy center, a chakra, which is very central to our body. And some people like to focus as the breath goes in and out of that area. Or you can just simply focus as it goes in through our nostrils. And really just try to, you can just think of yourself as being the breath that goes in and out. What we're trying to do with this is, like I said before, develop our attention, our mindfulness. And as we do this, we're going to see that our mind naturally wanders. So don't be surprised, especially if you're new to meditation, that you will notice that you are sort of lost in thought and you haven't been observing your breath. But this is just natural part of the way our minds work. What we're trying to do is just calm our minds, calm it, and go back to our breath, back to the object of our observation. And we're really just trying to be in the moment, be in the now, with our breath, within our body, observing our body, just being in touch with our body. So whenever you notice that you've wandered, one technique that I like to do is just say, thinking, thinking, and go back to the breath. And when we label a thought as just a thought, that thought sort of loses its power over us. So it's just natural and easy to just go back to whatever is your object of observation. So we're going to do this for a few minutes. And then after a few minutes, we're going to chant a sacred syllable, and the syllable is hung. Here is a what the syllable looks like in Tibetan, but the syllable is really related to enlightened mind, and it sort of helps us to calm ourselves down a little bit more. Where each person is going to chant the syllable hung at their own pace for just a few seconds, and it will naturally just um, calm down, and we'll just naturally go back to observing our breath. So I'll let you know at what time we're going to do this. Also, you have to keep in mind that posture is important when you meditate because we want to keep our spine as straight as possible, but also relaxed. We don't want to be too stiff, but keep our spine straight because it helps the energy flow through our body. We're trying to actually, we mentioned one chakra that is down here. We're trying to move our energy up to the crown of our head. So it's just very, very good to have the spine as straight as possible. If you're in a chair, keep both feet on the floor. And if you think it's necessary, you can use a pillow in the back just to help keep the spine straight. Another technique I like to use is just lift up your arms and then naturally just bring your arms down and just keep the spine in the position you had when your arms were up. And that's a very easy way to just keep it keeps the spine at a certain S curve, and it's really very comfortable. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Open up your mouth just a little so that your jaw and your neck are relaxed. So it is important to feel a certain relaxation as we uh, as we focus on our breath and meditate. So let us begin. Uh, One other thing is, in our lineage, we like to meditate with our eyes slightly open. And this is one of the reasons why we do this is so we can carry our attention, our mindfulness throughout the day in our daily lives. It's good to practice this way, and it will be much easier to keep our attention throughout the day. If you do this, just open your eyes about 3 feet in front of you with a very soft gaze. If it's too distracting, it's fine to close your eyes. Let us chant home. Go back to the breath. If you find you are distracted, say thinking, thinking, back to the breath. Let us chant Om. Go back to the breath. Let us chant one more time. Go back to the breath. The practice we just did is a practice that everyone can do on their own. And it's really beneficial if you can do a daily practice. If you're new to meditation, start off by just doing it 5 minutes in 5 minute intervals. You can do it several times throughout the day, but don't do it for too long. Then it will just gradually you can add more time to it as it goes along. But if you do it on a daily basis or semi-daily basis, you will notice that your mind will start to calm down, and if you're very diligent with your practice, and you will notice changes in your life. So I always think it's good to keep that in mind. We're going to take a break now, and it'll be about a 7 to 10 minute break. There are some snacks in the hallway, and there's bathrooms in the back, in the front. And then we'll come back. We are passing a book of names around. If you haven't had a chance yet to put any names in the book, it's a good time to do it. At the end of our practice, we are going to read the names, and we'll come back just for a short practice. So you can take your break now.
I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
na me do Thaga me yele te mi ta to bole te Ki zhe den ye ye de de kar zon lo ma Andi pung en so pa nan ki lo te men do Ni ne ki war so hi te de kar zo lo ma Lien zhe lo me yen pe me gi
Trying to see if anyone else comes in. I'm not sure. Huh? Yes, do what you like. Okay, so now we are going to do another practice, a short practice that we always like to do on Sundays. And this practice is it's a way of us sharing whatever we have, good merits that we have accumulated during this practice. We always share it with others. And this is an important aspect of Tibetan Buddhism because whatever we do for the benefit of others. If we reach enlightenment, we do it to help others reach enlightenment. So, so it's just a way of expressing that aspect of our practice. And what we're going to do is we're going to chant another sacred syllable, which is the syllable Ah. And this is what the syllable looks like. It's white in color. And we're going to chant the syllable only 3 times, and each time we're going to do a visualization as we chant it. So the first time we chanted, I'll tell you when we get there. First, let's just start off by settling down, and for just a minute or two, we'll just observe our breath for a little, just to settle. Okay, the first time we chant we're going to visualize a white orb in the center of our body. It could be around the heart center. And as we chant this white orb, which represents all the goodness, the purity, the enlightened energy that is within us, it's going to spread throughout our body. Every cell in your body will be filled with the white light. The second time, we are going to visualize the white light that is within our body being sent out to each person that is in this room. Each one of us will send white light, and each one of us will receive white light. The third time, we're going to visualize this white light that is in this room spreading throughout the city, the country, the world, spreading throughout the whole universe to all living beings everywhere. Okay, so now we are going to do some of our closing prayers. And if you have this sheet where it says dedication, we'll just say a short dedication together. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. I'd also like to do the aspiration that's on the top of the page. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those afar. And now I'm going to read the names of the people we are going to dedicate our practice to. Christy and Daniela Flores, Daisy Kissy Rodriguez and Bardo, Jackie Rodriguez and Roberto Irizarry Sr., Jerry Doug McGregor and family, Tina Crowder, Nikki Corona, Merrick Waterston, Buddy in the Bardo, Ferret in the Bardo. When we say Bardo, it's a person that has recently passed away, or an animal. Patrick and Lillian Martin, Mike and Stacy Schaefer, Renee and family, Allie, David, Gina, Ben, Jackie, Ed, Jenny, all victors of I'm not sure what it says. James, Derek, Reba, Dominica, Julie, Mark, Gus, David, Bobby, Jessica, Claire, Carolyn, all suffering children, David, Doug, Jack Ward, Jack Keeler, Margot, Anna, Marla, Sean, Barbara, Karen, Julia, Josh, Era, Donald, Alicia, Dot Little, Matthew, Maria, Houston Freeman, Leslie and Jude, Philip, Cheney, Ruby, or Emily, I think, flood victims in Louisiana, all victims of the flood, okay. Reba Gillen, Glenda Ferror, Kelly, Janice, Andy, Luis, Robbie, and the whole Sheffield family, R.B., Pat M., Mary E., Annette, Minda, Franklin, Susan Newall, Alexis Triner, displaced flood from floods, Rolf, Safe Travels, and Melinda, Doors, and Camachos. So I'd just like to mention a little bit of Don Mountain. Don Mountain was founded by Anne Klein and Harvey Arneson, and is a professor of religious studies at Rice University, and Harvey is a psychotherapist in private practice. They're married to each other. They've studied with very well-known Tibetan teachers, and we're really fortunate to have them here in Houston. So, like I said at the beginning, on First Fridays, they will be here giving a short teaching at 10:30 in the morning, and usually they will lead the practice at 11. If you happen had a chance to meet them, I'd invite you to come the first Fridays. We also, the first Sundays. I'm sorry, the first Sundays. They also are here on Teaching Tuesdays, which is the first and third Tuesday of every month from 7 to 9. They give, we have like a series of, it's sort of like a semester of teachings. I'm not sure what do you know what the new series will be now for? Well, so these series are really open to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're, just anyone that's interested to know a little bit more about Buddhism, but also how certain principles and certain practices of Buddhism. But do you know? Uh,
So the first, August has 5 Tuesdays. So the first class of the new fall series will be on Tuesday, September 6th, and it's Dissolving and Evolving Facets of Loving Attention. And what's particularly exciting about this series is that it is the first in a group of prequel series to our great Dzogchen Cycles Heart Essence transmission curriculum that is a 3-year program that will be officially launching in the spring of 2017. And if you want to know more about that, Anne and Harvey will be here to describe it and to take questions about it on Tuesday, August 30th, which is the 5th Tuesday of the month. Now, do I have that day right? Yes. Thank you.
And it will be open to the public, I believe?
That is an evening that is open to the public. It is free. It's not part of a class series because it's a fifth Tuesday. So come and learn all about Dzogchen cycles. This is what Ann and Harvey have basically been prepping for their whole lives. And because of their recent trip to China and their encounters there with our lineage teacher, Adzam Pelo Rinpoche, and his sister, Jetsun Ma, they are so ready and so excited to share this material. And it's really, really going to be exciting. This is the destiny of Dawn Mountain, and you all are witnessing it having fruition. So please come learn more about that on Tuesday, August 30th from 7 to 9, and then join us for Dissolving and Evolving starting Tuesday, September 6th. And next Sunday, we have our fall open house, and we've decided to frame it a little differently because there is a Texans preseason game next Sunday. Hold on to your hats. So we're going to start the open house at 9:30. We're going to have some family fun yoga at 9:30 for all ages and stages of life. You do not have to wear anything fancy. You can just come, and we'll move a little bit and breathe a little bit. And then we'll reward ourselves by eating some donuts. We'll have a little extra special sweets and treats to kick off the fall season here. And we'll have great detailed information about all of our fall family programs, which include Kind Mind, Happy Life for children 4 to 8. We have a teen workshop that's going to be 6 weeks starting in October, a workshop for parents, which will consider the book 10% Happier by Dan Harris, which you may have heard of. It's a great kind of gateway book to a meditation practice, lots of humor, lots of real life. And then we have our compassion training course, which begins here on September 12th. That's offered in teamwork with Compassionate Houston, and it will be taught by Reverend Betty Adam from Christ Church Cathedral and some of her team. And it's being offered here at a considerably discounted price than it has been at the Heinz Center and at ISH. So come, take advantage, and cultivate compassion in yourself and for yourself. Practice Tuesdays continue on the second and fourth Tuesdays at 7. A chance to come and sit with the Dawn Mountain community and practice whatever it is that you are practicing. And we love to see you there. And like us on YouTube. Thank you. Yay, Jennifer. We are looking for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We've got 870, so you know what you need to do. This is important. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, well, I'd like to also mention that we appreciate any donation that you'd like to give. I think there's a bowl right here at the entrance of the temple, so if you'd like to give anything, and also consider becoming a member of Dawn Mountain. It's a great way to give us support, and also you can receive discounts from the bookstore and from the retreats that we have throughout the year. Thank you.